Are we ready?
Yes, I am.
I invite you to join me in a time of prayer and meditation. And if you have anything in your hands or you're holding anything in your mind or heart or even your body, we can let it go at this moment and just relax. And as we relax, we center our attention in that very quiet place within. That quiet place is a sacred space where we meet God face to face. No one else can enter that space. It's only for us and for the loving Spirit. As we rest here, I would like for us to center our attention on this prayer thought. Forgiveness is my path to peace. Forgiveness is my path to peace. And as we have let go of all those other things, we let go of what stands in the way of our peace, of our freedom, of our healing, of our oneness with the loving Spirit, within ourselves and within others. As we think about forgiveness, we realize that it is the key to moving from painful interactions and experiences. And it's an important part of our spiritual path because it does bring forth healing. Releasing unforgiveness may be one of the hardest things that we have to do. But we can trust that there will be peace in our hearts and clarity in our mind when we do release unforgiveness. Unforgiveness really has no place in the life of a spiritual being. And that's who we are in truth, a spiritual being. I may struggle to forgive another or even myself. But I can trust that through love, there is no judgment and no condemnation. For Spirit loves me for who I am. Whatever the error, divine presence within can help me transcend it. Help me to heal it. Help me to let it go and be free. there is no pain and no hurt that is greater or more enduring than the love of God. This comforts me. And this promise helps me to forgive and know lasting peace. Forgiveness is my path to peace. I let go easily and willingly. And peace is my reward. And as we forgive, we are forgiven. With God, there is nothing to be forgiven, because God is only pure love. Loving Spirit, we are so grateful for the ability to forgive and let go, for the gift to experience healing, to experience peace, and all other good things that are your gifts to us, your beloved. For this and so much more, we are so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, loving Spirit. And so it is. Amen.
Amen.
And now please join me in our thoughts and prayers. There it is.
There we go.
Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Take charge of what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer. And now we have Carol Willis, our speaker for today.
Thank you. I want to share with you a little bit about myself before I begin my talk.
Okay.
I am a licensed Unity teacher and have been since the late 70s. So I'm just a youngster.
Yes, you are.
I'm not an active licensed teacher because I don't serve presently in a member ministry. And that's because I am an ordained spiritualist minister serving in an independent spiritualist church in Ferndale. And many of the folks that I have met at Center of Enlightenment, which is my church, have Unity background. And so it was just like being at home. And I have thoroughly enjoyed being there. And a year ago, I was asked to be the senior minister. And so I joyfully accepted that. But as you know, responsibility comes with its challenges.
Yes.
But also its joys. So I'm just very, very grateful. And I'm very grateful to have kept my Unity contacts because I do speak in 3 other Unity churches, Lake Orion and Rochester and Unity Bluewater, and now Unity of Flint. So it's really a pleasure to be here. So as we begin this morning, my beatitude is, "Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy." And I'll tell you, this was not an easy lesson for me to think about. And so as we begin our lesson today, let's look at some of the definitions of mercy. I thought to myself, this is where I'll start. I'll just go to the dictionary and get focused here. So the first definition says, more kindness than justice requires. Kindness beyond what can be claimed. Number 2, a blessing, something to be thankful for, as in we thank the Lord for all his mercies. Number 3, at the mercy of, means in the power of. Say, for example, when you see in the movies the fight to the death, but someone has mercy on the other one and they're saved. And number 4, mercy is a combination of forgiveness, forbearance, and equality, also compassion. And the synonyms are charity, grace, and clemency. I do want to share with you the definition of forbearance because I had to look that up for myself. And it means patient self-control, restraint, and tolerance. We probably could put acceptance in there as well, which might be a better word than tolerance. Understanding what mercy means, we can begin to comprehend this beatitude, what this beatitude is trying to teach us. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. This beatitude speaks to and reveals the law of consciousness. What we want out of life, we must give to life. For example, the golden rule states, in essence, treat others like you want to be treated. What we put out there returns to us.
That's for sure.
And I have to say, I was so grateful this morning to be able to be guided in here because I was way out of my way. And I really am so grateful for my experience of mercy with Brad this morning. Because I kept him on the phone the whole time till I pulled in the driveway. I wouldn't let him off the phone. He kept saying, just go here, go. No, you stay on the phone. Jesus offered other examples to be considered when he taught about forgiveness. We are to forgive how many times? 70 times 7, which really means we just keep on forgiving. We keep on forgiving. The other party may not deserve our forgiveness, but we give it anyway. And we do that in order to free ourselves and to free the other person or persons. Forgiveness needs to happen in order to bring about healing. You know for yourself, when you harbor those kinds of feelings of unforgiveness, how you feel. Not just what you think about it, but how you feel about it. You don't have peace. You don't have joy. You're not one with spirit. But we can change that. Forgiveness needs to happen in order to bring about healing. Jesus taught us to love our enemies, and he's not saying to love their behavior, which is why it's so difficult to love, because we see what people are doing and we think, good grief, It's pretty hard to love a murderer. It's pretty hard to love a molester.
Yes.
It's pretty hard to love somebody that wages war on other countries and kills innocent people.
Yes.
I look at that and I say, that's pretty hard to love. However, what we need to remember is they are divine souls having a human experience. People react to life experiences and not always in a positive way. I can't tell you how many times I've cussed people out in traffic who cut in front of me, who rode my tail, who sped by me, and I was not a happy person. However, that's their behavior. That's not who they really are. The principle of love your enemies is a call to resolve and dissolve the enmity or ill will in the relationship. How do we feel loving towards somebody when we're judging their actions, when we're judging their behavior, when we judge how they should act according to the gospel of Carol? And so we want to dissolve that enmity. And that healing begins first within us, before anything changes or heals in the outer. And that's really the secret and the key to healing, to peace, to joy, to spirituality. First, we have to change what's happening within ourselves. When we are merciful to others, that consciousness activates mercy in return. And I had a beautiful experience with that this morning, and I am just forever grateful for that. We have all heard the principle of like attracts like. In other words, the law of attraction. Our consciousness draws to itself. And so, depending on what you'd like to draw into your life, we need to be aware of what we're putting out into life. The consciousness we co-create with Spirit is the foundation of the life we live. That vibrational energy is sent forth and draws to itself like experiences. Now, I'm not going to say that all of our experiences in life are happy and joyful ones. We all know better. We're old enough to have had some life experience. But what we put out there helps us deal more easily with some of these things that seem disastrous or uncomfortable or disturbing. I was at the hospital for a treatment on Thursday, and I have to say that there were people, mostly men, who kept opening the doors for me. And I would thank them, and I was very grateful for their kindness and their respect. And one gentleman, I said to him, I'm certainly glad to see that chivalry is not dead. And he laughed. I have opened doors for others. I've let people go ahead of me in the checkout line at the grocery store if they only have a couple of items and I have several things and I want to write a check, and that takes time. But it's about what I choose to have be in my consciousness. It's about the consciousness in which I choose to live. It's not fun being grumpy. It's just not. I desire to make the world a better place to live for all of us, and so I choose to raise my consciousness and my energetic vibration to lift the race consciousness. And we don't really think about how our consciousness is part of the race consciousness and how it affects the entire universe. We only think in terms of our little personal world. It goes beyond that. This beatitude teaches us a specific attitude of being, how to express kindness, compassion, forgiveness, love, and all of those Christ qualities that we have within. We also have the opportunity to further develop those qualities within ourselves. We have no control about trying to develop those in other people. We only have control over ourselves. I've been reading a new Unity book, and I'm just over the moon about it. It's entitled Understanding Your Soul, The Channeled Wisdom of Jesus, and by Christine M. Bush. And I am just really into this book. I've been reading it every chance I can get. And I want to share some things from this book as part of my lesson today. But I just want you to remember, these are the words of Jesus being channeled through Christine. So this is why I want to read to you. And in this chapter, it says, how do you love in the face of darkness? What does this mean when you are faced with darkness in your life? And darkness can mean many things. There is much darkness that has surfaced in your world at this time. How do you react? How do you change that darkness to light? It is not easy, but the only path to change darkness to light is through love. This love is not a passive love, but an active one. It is sometimes believed that countering anger and violence with love is cowardly and ineffective stance, but it is the bravest, most effective stance you can take. You are to be an activist in the name of love, in the name of light. This means you must step up to counter deeds that are done in anger, hatred, inequality, and violence. You must step up to defend what is right, to protect those around you, and to protect your earth and all of its inhabitants. But you do not counter anger with anger, or hatred with hatred, or violence with violence. These are the cowardly acts. These are the ineffective acts. These are the acts that contract your energy and the energy of the universe. And in the beginning of the book, Jesus talks about we're either expanding our energy and lifting our vibration, or we're contracting our energy. And so that's what is meant here. Every time you are injured in some way, or that you see another being injured, there is a peaceful way to be found to cease the injury. You can find that peaceful way. But we have to be willing to have that. And Jesus goes on to say, love is the energy of the universe. Love is the primal energy from which all other energies flow. Love is the vibration of the universe. Love is the vibration of creation. Love vibrates at a level that pure energy strives to attain. The vibration of love is all-powerful, all-healing, all-knowing. This is why it is so vital that you strive for love in all instances. When your heart and your mind send out the vibration of love, that vibration impacts upon and changes the vibration of darkness. This may not be readily apparent on the physical level, but it does indeed take place. When enough of you consistently send out the vibration of love, darkness will be dispelled. This is happening. As more darkness arises, the awareness of the need for love increases. That is the beginning of the transformation of your world. This transformation will take time, but it is necessary for you to focus on the goodness that is occurring and to commit yourself to be a being of love. Acting in love is the best way to be a soldier for light. Acting in love is the most courageous action you can take. Acting in love will change the universe. We have to think bigger.
What is the name of the book again?
Understanding Your Soul, The Channeled Wisdom of Jesus by Christine M. Bush. And it's available through Unity Books.
Ooh. Okay.
It's a brand new publication. We have been created in love and have the gift of love to share. We don't have the ability to change others and their behavior. We really don't have the permission to even criticize or judge another's behavior. However, we can change ourselves, how we perceive, how we think, feel, speak, and act. We can redirect the spiritual energy present to raise the vibration, raise the consciousness, and experience something wonderful. When we choose to be loving, compassionate, kind, and merciful, we are giving the best we have to life and to the world. One of my favorite quotes comes from Gandhi. Be the change you wish to see in the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
You could take the word change and put any word in there. Be the love you wish to see in the world. Be the peace you wish to see in the world. Be the inclusive one you wish to see in the world. Jesus gave us 2 commandments to live by. He said, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
You shall love your neighbor as yourself. On these 2 commandments hang all the law and prophets. So when we think about being merciful, who does that start with first? Ourselves. And then we move forward. And as we do, we send out an energy that attracts to itself of the same. And we always know that what we send out comes back increased.
Yes.
So I'm really going to have to do a job of paying something forward after Brad helped me this morning. I mean, I thought I was doing pretty good, but that was above and beyond, and I really am eternally grateful. So thank you for allowing me to share with you this morning. It's been my pleasure to be here, and hopefully I'll be invited back. So thank you. God bless you all.
For your mercy never failed me. All my days I've been held in your hands. From the moment that I wake up till I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. You have led me through the fire, darkest night. You are close like no other. I know you as a father. I know you as a friend. And I have lived in the goodness of God. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. With my left leg down, I surrender now. I give you everything. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Life laid down, I'm surrendered now. I give you everything. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. All my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. All my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that